started back when I was in school. I think I was about 9 years old when I first met her. And I met her because she used to have like a boyfriend, and I played hide and seek with him. So she got like really upset, and we got into like a little childish argument. You know, we were both 9 years old. So yeah, that's the first time I met her, and then we started being like besties. We were like, we don't want that boy. Like, it's better for us to be friends. So yeah, we started being besties, and we used to have like the same group of friends. Go to like birthday parties together and do all of this. Play together during our lunch break, and yeah, we were just like kids, you know, like she was my best friend. But then after 3 years, we started high school. So we separated from each other. Of course, it's like a new chapter, you know. So we were in different classes, and we just like had another group of friends, like a new group of friends. And yeah, we were not best friends anymore. We never even like talked after that or anything. Like during the first year of high school, we were like complete different persons. We didn't even like say hi to each other or anything, like strangers, you know. So yeah, then during the second year of high school, we casually ended up being in the same class. And the teachers told us to like sit together, so we were like sitting in the same table, right? So we started like talking again, and yeah, we started being friends again. By that time, I separated my last group of friends that I had during the first year of high school. So she told me, oh hey, would you like to come like with me and my group of friends, like in the lunch break? And I was like, yeah, let's do it. So I went with her. We were like hanging out together, we were sitting together while having our lunch, and I just noticed like a really weird vibe. kind. So literally, like, my mom loved her, my family loved her. So during that second year of high school, we were like sisters, every day together, blah 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 blah. From 7 a.m. in the morning to 10 p.m. together. Then when we started the third year of high school, we were in the same class again. We met two other girls and we made like our own friend group, you know. It was so cool. We had so much fun together, but they were older than us. You know, like, they were in the same class, but they were like older because they repeated years. Because they were really bad students, mind you. And yeah, we spent all that year together. But we ended up noticing that they were like really bad influence to us. They used to like do a lot of bad things. We were really innocent as well, so we were like, oh, this is not good for each other. And we had like this conversation. We were so mature, and she was like, okay, this is not good for us. Like, I don't want this to affect our friendship or like affect our personalities. I think that we're doing like good in our studies and in our lives, and we don't need like people to distract us from our, like, you know. So we ended up separating from that group as well. At the end, we only had each other, like my sister, completely. I trusted her with all my life. Like, I think that she was my soulmate, literally. Like, I've never felt so comfortable with someone in my life, not to this day. So then we started the fourth year of high school, which is the last year of mandatory high school. Then you have like 2 years of baccalaureate. So we started that year. We did not graduate because of COVID, but we were still like in touch with each other even during like the COVID. We were like still in touch with each other, calling each other every single day, video calls. We used to like play games, so it was just perfect. Then we started the first year of baccalaureate again, together, every single day. We did a lot of crazy stuff as well. And like, we kind of shared the same life. But then on the second year of baccalaureate and the last started, a lot of things happened to me. I had really bad Okay, I left at the last year. All my friends are going to graduate. I am here. I am not studying. I am a failure. I am not good enough. Blah 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 blah. I don't even have my best friend. So I was having like really bad panic attacks every single day, and I used to call her and tell her what was going on, and she like used to comfort me and be there for me. She was like such a big help. She had her problems It's like white chocolate with matcha, with a little bit of matcha. It's really good. I cannot. The sounds are just horrible. So yeah, after the first month of our studies, she called me one time during September, and that never happened before. She used to call me literally every single day, but I was like, okay, you're not a toxic boyfriend, just let her be. She's like facing new starts. She probably met a lot of new people. She needs some time to like kind of accept the situation, to get used to that new environment. So I was like, it's completely okay. Then she started like texting me from time to time, only to tell me that she was super happy. And don't misunderstand me, I was super happy for her as well. But she never asked me like about how I was, or how did I find my new class. She never asked me if I had like new friends. She never asked me like, knowing how bad I was and knowing how nervous I was to start this new year. I was surprised that she like didn't reach out to me and was like, hey, are you okay? Like, is everything okay? I was the one texting her every single day and be like, is everything okay? Are you like feeling alright with your class? Do you like what you're studying? Are you okay with being like far away from your family? How are you finding it? But she only replied to what I She was just like talking about herself. So I sat there and listened to her for 2 hours straight. How she was like acting like a different person and like using really bad words that she would have never used before, acting like really arrogant and being like so mean. Sometimes it was like, I don't recognize you and I don't want to be your friend anymore. What can I say? It was such a punch in my face. I honestly couldn't believe it. And I still cannot believe it sometimes. And 2 years have passed already. Yeah. Then I remember that after those 2 hours with her, I started feeling so bad. Like I had even fever. Like my fever went up. My hands started shaking. I don't know if it was what it was. Maybe like I just like was a bit sick, or I don't know, but I started feeling really bad and I told her, okay, I think I need to go. And she told me, oh, you want me to walk you home? And I was like, I don't want to listen to what you say anymore. So I went home and I kept thinking about it for 2 weeks, and then I called her one day and I was like, hey, can we meet like one day? When are you coming back? And she was like, I'm not coming back because I have like a lot of exams and stuff. So I was like, oh, okay, it's okay. And I texted her later that day and I told her what I thought, like everything. I don't want to say that I've done everything perfectly, and you'll see. I will tell you about the mistakes that I made later on. But I tried to really understand her position and to be like really empathetic with her. But all she said was, I feel like you're jealous. You guys, I know that she did not write that. I know that it was another person. I refuse to think that she wrote that. I didn't reply to that text. I didn't text her back. She didn't say anything else. So I just disappeared from her life. And on December 2022, I went to the UK to spend Christmas with my auntie. And that's when I made the biggest mistake I could have ever made. I could have made. I texted her. Oh, because she replied to one of my stories on Instagram. was just like, I cannot believe I spent so much time with you and I loved you this much just for you to do this to me. I will never forgive you for this. Then I started being like, you are fake. All of the things you have in life are fake. All your friends now are fake. And I know it's completely my mistake. I did not know them to say that. But I was really upset. And I kept crying that night. I think that I never really stopped crying in 1 year. Then after that, I reached out to her and I apologized. I was like, I'm sorry for all the things that I said. I did not mean them. I was just really upset. That was such an immature thing to do. I am sorry. And she was like, I accept your apology, but I don't want to be your friend anymore. She said something like, I don't want to be your friend anymore. Just move on. I already have another friend. And I'm like, oh wow. 9 years together like sisters every single day. I shared my life with you. You were like, I don't know, you were so important to me. And I really tried to like bring us back together, but she already had another friend. No. Okay. So yeah, that's one of my few pathetic stories. She stopped following me. She blocked me everywhere. I think that she really thinks that I'm jealous. Why? It was the biggest plot twist ever. But anyways, that's all for today's video. I don't know if I explained myself properly. I probably did not. I look a bit tired because I've been shopping today. I'm traveling next month with my best friend. Yay. So I went out to buy some outfits and I had so much fun today with my mom. We also went to a Korean restaurant. That's why I bought these Pockies, because there was like a Korean convenience store right next to the restaurant, and I was like, oh, let me buy this for a video. Okay guys, so that will be it for today's video. I hope that you've enjoyed the drama. I hope to see you in the next video, and don't forget that you are loved, that you are appreciated,